The Bronx River Art Center has dedicated one of their final exhibitions of the year to a project highlighting Starlight Park, part of the Bronx River Greenway. The project is sponsored by the Lincoln Center Cultural Innovation Fund. Executive Director Gail talks about why this project is so special.
So this is for the 100th anniversary of the 1918 Bronx Exposition of Science, Art, and Industry, which took place exactly on the same site that we intend to install these temporary public art pieces 100 years ago. And it was then called Starlight Park, which is why they named this segment of the Greenway Starlight Park. They took the name.
Artists were called to create pieces that represented the theme of the near-century-old art and science exposition. Those artists chosen for the finals were entered into a ballot so that viewers would be able to vote for their top 3 selections. Those votes would then be tallied and be used as the people's choice. Of course, every artist was hoping to win, but there was definitely some stiff competition.
I'm a medical student and I work a lot with patients in the Bronx, and what I was hoping is that people will interact with the sculpture and they'll be more physically active so that when they touch the pulse sensor they're going to be hopefully like running around, and if they run around then they have a more brilliant response to the light. I also want people to get out into the parks and to talk to each other. So if 2 people touch the sensor, then it's an even more brilliant response. So it's kind of to get people outside, get people playing in the park, enjoying the parks, and realizing how great the Bronx is, and it's right in their backyard.
It was a fair for art and science, right? So art being what's being created in the art center, bringing that into it, and of course it's a sculpture, it's art in its own right, and the science of a bridge. You know, we have engineering and that relationship coming to it as well. I call it the Unity Bridge because it's a place where people can come together and interact with one another, talk about the artwork, and show what they're doing, you know what I mean, in terms of what the community is doing to support the neighborhood.
I like all the pieces so far. They're all very different and unique. And I think they evoke some kind of character of the park. It's the park's current and past history, which is fantastic.
Do you know which one you're voting for yet?
No, I don't, but I was just saying I really like the Alex Mendoza, the straight pass forward. I just love sculptures like that. They just really make it think.
I think these kinds of installations, like interactive, that promote health would be good for any park, especially in the area.
You can find out more about this project by logging onto bronxriverart.org. For BronxNet, I'm Veronica Guiti.